everyone. A very delightful evening to everyone gathered here. Hope all had a good time at the 2 day long international conference. With endings comes new beginnings. The first international conference on recent trends and innovations in sustainable electrical energy systems RISE 2023 is approaching its conclusion today. It was organized by the Department of EEE at NITPY in association with the Institution of Engineers, Puducherry State Center, and was funded by DST SERP, Government of India. Let me take this opportunity to extend my warm and hearty welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Tanmay Basak, our beloved director, Dr. Sankaranarayana Sami, our registrar, Dr. S. Sundaravarthan, our academic dean, Dr. Tangavel, the chairman of the conference and our HOD, Dr. A. Venkatesan sir, the secretary of the conference, Dr. A. Hemachandar, our online and offline participants, staffs, faculty, students, and research scholars for the valedictory session. Let us begin the program with a prayer.
மலர் போலே செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி செழித்த என் தமிழே ஒளியே வாழி.
Now, let me welcome Dr. K. Naveen Sam, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, NIT Pondicherry, for the welcome address.
Good evening, everyone. Respected Director, Dr. K. Sankaranarayanasamy, Registrar, Dr. S. Sundaravardhan, our Chief Guest, Dr. Tanmay Basak, Professor, Department of Chemical Engineering, IIT Madras, professors, staffs, guests, participants, and my dear research scholars. I'm extremely happy to present welcome address on this special occasion. On behalf of the Department of EEE and NIT Puducherry, I welcome everyone for joining the valediction of first International Conference on Recent Trends and Innovations in Sustainable Electrical Energy Systems, RISE 2023. I consider it a privilege to welcome our beloved Director, Registrar, and Chief Guest for gracing this function. In addition, I welcome all the deans, HODs, faculty, staffs, and research scholars. It is my privilege to welcome professors, research scholars, and students from various organizations across the country who have presented paper in this conference. Once again, I welcome all for gracing this valediction function of first International Conference on Recent Trends and Innovations in Sustainable Electrical Energy Systems, RISE 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me welcome Dr. A. Venkatesan, Associate Professor and HOD EEE, Chairman Conference, for the glance about conference proceedings.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, a very happy evening to one and all present here. Department of EEE has organized 2 days workshop on first international conference on recent trends and innovations in sustainable electrical energy systems, RISE 2023, March 30 to 31st, 2023. So in this conference, totally we have received 79 paper. So out of 79 paper, 48 paper have been registered and presented in the conference. And out of 48 papers, 11 papers we got from our institute, and 37 paper we got from other colleges and various institutions across India. So we received papers from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Puducherry, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. Some of the colleges are Puducherry Technological University, Puducherry, VIT Vellore, Tamil Nadu, ABC College of Engineering, Mayiladurai, Tagore Engineering College, Tamil Nadu, SR University, Hyderabad, Telangana, Vignan Institute of Technology and Science, Hyderabad, Telangana, Andhra University, Andhra Pradesh, GSSS Institute of Engineering Technology for Women, Mysore, Karnataka, IES Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, Progressive Education Society's Modern College of Engineering, Pune, Maharashtra. Apart from the paper presentation, 5 experts from IITs, NITs, and Singapore industry have given keynote lectures. Then, first time in NIT Puducherry, the technical concept was illustrated through a cultural event, creating awareness about sustainable electrical energy system through a puppet show. We hope all might have enjoyed 2 days conference and gets benefited out of it. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Now, now let me call upon Dr. K. Sankaranarayana Sami, sir, our director, for the valedictory address.
A warm good evening to one and all present over here. Today, international conference on rice has come to a conclusion, and we enjoyed the puppet show yesterday as well as the dinner. It was a memorable evening for us, and in fact the puppet show for this theme, they have created a show for this, which was really heartwarming. And today we have Dr. Tanmay Basak, Professor of IIT Madras, being the chief guest for this valedictory function. And though he is a chemical engineer, he has been closely associated with my own branch, that is mechanical engineering, as well as electronics and communication engineering. And in fact, NEP 2020 calls for this type of interdisciplinary activities to be more. And you know, as the days goes on, this boundaries between the engineering will be broken, and everybody has to know all the other things. In fact, when I go back to my college days, we used to have 2 years of civil engineering as well as electrical engineering as a common subject because we branch out only in the 3rd year. We had 5 years of engineering branch. So all the people will be knowing the basics of all the engineering branches. And in fact, that's what is needed also. Well, this sustainability is the password that everybody has to follow it. And this conference would have thrown a lot of light on how to sustain the energy development in our country. And all the participants would have gained a lot through the interaction with the chairs of their conferences and all the other things. And I wish the participants will continue to have the link with the other participants who presented the papers, so that their profession will be going in the right direction. I wish all the best for the department for organizing many more conferences like this, and the participants to have a better professional career. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, let us welcome our registrar, Dr. S. Sundaravarathan, for the special address.
Respected Director, Chief Guest of today's function, Professor IIT Madras, organizers, my colleagues, participants, research scholars, happy good evening to one and all. I congratulate the organizers and the Department of EEE for having organized this first international conference on sustainability and sustainable energy. I also take this opportunity to thank our chief guest for having come all over from Chennai to deliver the keynote address, as well as to be as the chief guest of today's function. Thank you, sir. I also thank the keynote speakers, including the person from Singapore, and also the participants, those who have come in person as well as online. I hope that you have learned or you have interacted with the speakers, keynote speakers, as well as the various presentations that you have observed and learned will definitely be useful in your career. And I wish this sustainability will continue, and next year also we'll be hosting such international conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. Now, let us call upon our chief guest, Dr. Tanmay Basak, for chief guest address.
Good evening, friends. It's a good gathering. Actually, I can tell you that this is my first time in my life I have talked to the electrical engineering gathering, and I must thank the organizers to give the opportunity. So let me take some time to give some background of the interdisciplinary program and the sustainability. Way back 30 years, almost 1994, when I started doing my PhD, you know that I am a chemical engineer, and I had picked up the work on microwave, which was I didn't have any knowledge, zero knowledge, when I joined for my PhD in microwave. And of course, I had the interest on the physics, and then I learned a lot on the microwave. Of course, electrical engineering has aspect on microwave communication. I have the plan on microwave. This is the source of electrical energy and which is converted to heat energy. That shows that there is a connectivity between electrical and mechanical. So with that connectivity, that means I introduced the interdisciplinary concept of electrical and mechanical in my PhD thesis. Of course, I didn't have the knowledge the microwave will have such a vast impact on the energy efficiency, and of course, we talk about sustainability, and I showed so many examples today where microwave plays the key role on sustainability and material processing. So I took 5 years for my PhD to understand the theoretical part, and I shared my theoretical understanding, theoretical perspective, and different kind of problems, real life problems, which are related with the heating of systems, which are involved in mechanical engineering, but induced with microwave and the very specific computational electromagnetics. Of course, I did not stop there. I joined the faculty position 20 years back, and then I wanted to cultivate on the microwaves, and I found enormous amount of applications. So you saw that the material processing is one of the key areas I had talked about capacitors, fuel cells. So people may think that electrical engineering means, okay, circuits, connections, but there are a lot of things in electrical engineering. We need to talk about the materials like capacitors, resistors, different kind of, we talk about the material of constructions of wire. If the heat developed, whether the wear of the material can sustain, like high voltage engineering is another interesting engineering which has got vast amount of interdisciplinary stuff. So, and whenever we have the material processing which demands the energy efficiency and which talks about sustainable concept. So the electrical engineering is not confined in the circuits or the connections or the wires, rather it talks about the global engineering, and sustainable energy plays the important role. And this conference is the appropriate forum which is initiated in NIT Karaikal, which talks about all these aspects. I appreciate the concept, I appreciate the conferences, and I hope this is the beginning, and lot of interesting avenues will emanate from this. And with this note, I would like to thank the organizers, and I wish all the best to the participants at NIT Karaikal Electrical Engineering, and thank you very much for giving the opportunity to share my thoughts in this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll have our participant feedbacks about the conference. So we'll request them to come on stage and say the feedback.
evening, everyone. I am Kavya Vishwanath, BE final year in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, GSSIETW, Mysore. So first and foremost, I would like to thank the directors, organizers, and the conveners of RISE 2023 for organizing the international conference and giving us the opportunity to present our work. So it was our first international conference apart from our college, so we were a bit nervous about it. But thanks to the timely response and help from all the staffs and organizers, we were able to overcome it without facing any difficulties. And also like the takeaway points from the keynote sessions and also from the fellow presenters were much more that we are not just going to keep them with ourselves, but going to share it with our college, faculty, students, friends, and also our fellow juniors. So we once again thank you for that. The cultural event was very enjoyable. The food was great. The overall experience was amazing. So I would like to thank everyone for this and also for supporting us. We are looking forward to much more such sessions and events to attend even in future. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Ananda. Myself, Priya, Research Scholar, EEE Department, NITPY. So actually, this is the first conference. First of all, I would like to thank our director, organizer, and our faculty members to organize the first international conference on RISE. So each and every keynote session is very much informative, and I hope all the participants and attenders have benefited out of it, sir. And similarly, during the presentation, we got the valuable informations. Definitely, we will incorporate all those valuable suggestions in the future presentation. And the cultural event is also very nice. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to the next session, that is certificate distribution. I request our chief guest to distribute the certificates to first Aishwarya R. Kavya Vishwanath. Nimra Zain. Sanjay Senthil Kumar. Now I request our director, sir, to distribute the certificates to Senthimil Selvan, Yuvraj, Kavita M, Jojen Thomas, Nagaraju, Dhanesh ML, Now I request Registrar Sir to hand over the certificates to Venkatesh S. Nilotpal V. Priya B. Sukanya V. Akinathan V. R. Bala Murugan. Thank you, everyone. I request everyone to sit down. Now, we'll be announcing the Best Paper Award, which has been awarded for 4 different tracks. Track 1, Power Electronics and Energy Converter. The paper ID is 73. The session was held online, and the paper title is Analysis of Suitable Converters for the Implementation of Drive System in Solar PV Panels by Tenmori Srinivasan, Arun Srinivas, and Prabha. For track 2, Power System, paper ID 33. This was also held online. Reconfiguration of radial distribution network employing Krill herd algorithm by Chitra Devi Mahendran Raghavendran. For track 3, electric vehicles, paper ID 71, modeling of PV sources and techno-economic feasibility analysis of hybrid systems for EV charging in residential building by Muthu Kumaran. Track 4, control system, paper ID 22, Python-based reliability prediction for EV motor controller by Chitra Vasudevan. Now, I request Dr. A. Hemachandar, Assistant Professor and Faculty Coordinator, IEI Students Chapter, Secretary of the Conference, to come for the vote of thanks.
Good evening, one and all present here. Sir, I would like to, it is a great privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. So, firstly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to today's chief guest, Dr. Tanmay Basak sir, So thank you very much for coming all the way and delivering the keynote as well as accepting for being the chief guest. Next, I would like to extend my gratitude to our beloved director, Dr. K. Shankaranarayan Swami sir. Sir, we would like to specially thank you for convincing Dr. Shant Swarup sir and bringing him all the way here. It was a really nice session, and it has given a different direction of research for us. And we also would like to thank Dr. V. Jagadish Kumar sir also in this occasion, who has made Shant Swarup sir come all the way from there. So please convey our thanks. Thank you to sir also. I'd like to extend our gratitude to our registrar, Dr. S. Sundaravardhan, who has helped us constantly in all the aspects. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend our gratitude to the IEI Puducherry State Center Chairman and Secretary, Dr. B. Rajaram and S. Tirugñanam, respectively, who has been a constant, who has been guiding us constantly for making this conference a grand success. Even though they are not here, we should thank him, because they are the one who has been supporting us in all aspects. And I would like to thank all the deans, faculty members, staff of the NIT Puvai campus for supporting us. I think it would not be complete if I don't thank our backbone, that is the scholars of the department. All the scholars, thank you very much. You have been working relentlessly for making this conference a huge success. Thank you all. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the participants who has come all the way. And I think I should also thank all our keynote speakers who has come all the way, Dr. K. Shanti Swarup sir, Dr. Tanmay Basak, and Dr. Parthiban sir, who has been here, who has taken the pain to travel and visit our campus and deliver us fruitful sessions. Also, we'd like to thank Dr. M.P. Selvam sir and Nandakumar sir for delivering online sessions in our conference. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. A. Venkatesan sir to come on stage.
Our department is going to organize this RISE every continuous. So this RISE is going to continue. So the next RISE will be handled by Dr. S. Tangavel and C.H. Ramjit Malani sir.
So we have come to the end of the session. The certificates of the online candidates will be sent through mail. I once again thank everyone who have gathered here to make this event a grand success. Now let us rise up for the national anthem. I request everyone to stay back for the photography session. I request all the staffs, research scholars, participants to come on stage.